Generic greetings and welcome to Construction Plus Rimworld Episode 1. That's right, we are finally back on this game after an almost 6-month hiatus. I know, I think I've just heard several people shouting, finally, back at the monitor there. But, yeah. We're back. We are back on Rimworld for I don't know how long. We will see. I always said that I was going to come back to Rimworld, but I wanted to make sure that it changed enough so it wasn't just doing the same old thing, because it was getting to a point in the previous series where it was just pretty much same old. But it has changed quite a bit since I last featured it, so here we are. This is Alpha 5. I expect Alpha 6 to come out any time now, so the plan is to just get back into the game for probably a couple of episodes with Alpha 5, and as soon as Alpha 6 comes out, regardless of our colony status, we'll just start again. Obviously, depending on what updates have come out and all that. But we'll see. So, we're just going to go to a new colony. And then we're going to just Cassandra Classic for this one. We might change that for the Alpha 6, but we'll see. And obviously we need 3 colonists as standard. Now, I don't know how much of this game you know. I don't know if you've only watched my Rimworld videos or whether you've watched other people's Rimworld videos, which obviously more up to date probably. But I'm just going to treat it as if you don't really know what's going on. So we have 3 characters, okay? So we need to change things up a bit, and I'm just going to randomize their statistics. So we get different backstories, childhoods, and that determines their skills. Some skills don't do anything. Medicine and artistic don't do anything at all in the game, but other ones do, such as growing, which you need. Construction is good, mining is good, so that guy, or social 8, that's quite good as well. So we're going to have that settler there. That's a joy wire. What the hell is that? There's someone that nicks cars, I'm guessing. Got high artistic, we don't need that. That's a controller, not bad at all. Social, cooking, medicine, oh, that's not really in the game. So shooting and melee is pretty good, but we don't really need that. There's a good researcher and a good social, but we don't need that. What we need is a good miner or something. Oh, that's a good another settler. Good growing, good mining. Yeah, I think we'll have them. Medicine, that's too high up for my liking. What else? Mining at 9. That's an entrepreneur there. Not bad. Social again is high. We don't really need that. There's a miner. That's a proper miner there. Crafting, melee, shooting, mining at top level, and construction. That's quite good. What we need now is... that's a programmer. That's good research, but we don't need any of the other skills. We need someone that's good at growing, so I'm just going to keep randomizing it. There's a Luddite. Good at mining, good at growing, good at construction. Have we got a researcher yet? We do not really have a researcher. Ideally, I want someone that's good at growing and good at research, but the chances of that are slim because I can't see where them 2 skill sets would actually come together. Unless you're like a botanist or something, you might have good research and good growing. But that's a settler again. That's a bit more... settlers are like the good all-rounders, really. If you want to start the game anew and such, and you're not really too sure what's going on, and you want to just give yourself the best chance possible, then settlers are probably the way to go. There's a program, a good research again. Not bad shooting, good construction. Again, medicine is up there, but it doesn't do anything, same as artist. So let's make sure we get a good growing. There's a herbalist, research and growing. That's good at all. Medicine is 12, which is terrible because it didn't do anything. Yeah, we'll just keep randomizing it here. Come on, we need good growing. There's a surgeon again. Yeah, I think I've just passed a 9 there on the old growing. Keep randomizing it. I'm sure that this will change at some point, so we can just do it, you know, just have whatever, and just select the statistics. There you go, off. 15 in growing, a little bit in mining. That'll do me. We'll start that. We've got almost nothing in research, but I don't think it's going to matter that much. As I said, I'll probably be moving over straight to the Alpha 6 when it comes out. So anyway, 3 of you wake in your cryosleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal and death. Basically, we've crashed on a Rimworld. There's the sarcophagi landing, and we've got some supplies there, food, and then we've got 3 people. So I'm just going to pause it immediately, click on the characters, and then the character tab, and see what they've got as shooting. So they've got 3, they've got 6, and they have 0. So person with 0 can pick up one of the pistols, which will be about... hang on. That guy's got 6, can pick up the Lee Enfield, because it's probably the best one here. You can pick up that pistol. Where is the other pistol? Can you see the other pistol? I'm trying to find the other pistol. There should be another pistol around somewhere. So I'm either blind... oh, it's behind that tree. There we go. Makes more sense. Right, we'll pause it. We'll have a look at our surroundings. So these are the sort of stuff we start with, all of these bits of wood and such. We need to move them to a stockpile as soon as possible. There's already a couple of buildings around the place. There you go. Also got some geothermal vents around the place, or steam geysers. Sorry, I call them geothermal vents because that's what Total Annihilation called them, and as I played that pretty much solidly when I was a kid, and still do it this day really, it's just bolted on into my brain, that word. I think the best place to go is around here because there's a geothermal vent there, there's a good bit of mining to be had there, and back here. There's a wall there for defense, there's a building there we can use for a temporary shelter, and this is very, very defendable around here. So that's what we're going to do. It's a little bit of a distance, I understand, but that's okay. So I'm going to go to Architect tab, go to our Zone tab, and then we're going to click Stockpile and drag a stockpile around this area to about there. Click on that, click on storage, and what we need to do is set up the resources that are allowed into this thing. So I don't want any corpses at all, no corpses in there at all, but I will allow weapons, and I will allow items as well. The priority we will keep to normal, so basically that is just, to be honest, you could call it low, normal, whatever, preferred, important. Basically, you could say 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If it's a higher priority, stuff will be moved there over the lower ones, okay? So we'll just keep that as normal, we don't need to change that. So what I'm going to do is click on these resources and then just press F. If you double click, it selects everything everything of that resource on the screen at that time. Unpause it, and what they're going to do now, we're going to pick this stuff up and start doing their job, which is carry it towards that stockpile. Just going to go to our overview tab and make sure everybody's on hauling, which they are. I'm going to turn that guy off art because we don't need one, and that's about it. I've currently got it on... Yeah, I've got it on. You can turn it to manual priorities. I'm just going to keep it to the higher and lower priorities because that seems to work just as good these days anyway. I did have a problem with it originally, but it's pretty much okay now. Right. So as you can see, we do need to do a couple of things. It's one of the best things about this game, and I do really mean the best things, is that it has a fairly detailed tutorial system. So it tells you how to play, it gives you pop-ups to say what you should do, it gives you little mails to say what you should do. It also has this sort of tutoring AI which you can reset when you after you've played it. It doesn't basically show it again once you've figured out how to do it. I really like that because a lot of alphas, I played a lot of alphas and a lot of in-dev games, as you may know, but most of them do not come with any sort of documentation, so it is just absolutely impenetrable in, you know, just to play it. You can't play half of them. You really have to spend a lot longer just figuring things out. And even though this is in development, a lot would argue that well, you're best off waiting for a tutorial at the end because so much stuff will change. Yeah, but the basic stuff probably won't. The foundation stuff won't, and even so, it's still a better user experience considering you're selling the game anyway. So needless to say, I really like the fact that it's got a nice deep tutorial system in it. So what I need to do, I need to place some beds around this place. So I'm going to place a couple of beds in this little sort of hut place here, and that will give us a nice place to be. And I'm actually going to put a door on the thing, so I'm going to go to our structure tab and put a wooden door on. Now since I last played this, they have added wood completely. So originally it was just metal basically. This is now wood and metal, okay? You start off with using wood, and then you will obviously go upgrade to metal and such. Now, I have a bit of a plan for the Alpha 6 town. I don't really have a plan for this colony here. This is just pretty much building as we go, figure it out as we go. But the other one, the next one that we do, I do have a bit of a plan for it, and I will use the planning tool. Look at that, planning. Lovely. Anyway. So as you can see, that guy's just made all of the beds there, and they're currently all unarmed. That's Rodriguez. Who have we got? We've got Rodriguez, we have Kel, and we have Jensen. Excellent. Kel, Rodriguez, and Jensen. And obviously we've got music as well. Nice as well. Good. Right, we need a dumping stockpile. We need an area where we can dump some stuff. So all I want to do is go to zones, dumping stockpile, place that there. So that's these stockpiles here in the growing zones, which are basically default, right? Oh, there's a roof just being put over that area. That's so that it can sleep inside without getting wet. Yes, these dumping areas, or these stockpiles rather, these are sort of presets, basically. The zones, they are zones. So the stockpile is a preset to put stuff in, the actual growing zone is a preset for growing stuff in, and the dumping stockpile, as you might imagine, is a preset for dumping things in it. As you can see, it's already set up corpses and chunks. I don't want any corpses put into that. I'm going to have corpses elsewhere. Now, maybe not a good idea to put that there, because I've just thought, yeah, we're going to delete that. I'm going to delete that because people might defend there. If I know that these walls are going to be a problem, I'm going to have to get rid of them. What I'm going to use is a dumping stockpile around this corner. There we go. That'll be our dumping stockpile there. Oh, it's actually gone blue as well. They do randomly just change the colours and such. So anyway, this is our nice Stockpile 1. As you can see, we can rename it if we want to you know, Homestead or whatever, but we'll just leave it as stock. So anyway, we need a growing zone as well, so let's get on with that. So we're going to go to our growing zone, and we'll set a growing zone up on dirt. We need to put it on earth, bare earth. So I think that's a nice bit there. There's not much around, so I think actually no, cancel that. No point in having it. No, I have to deconstruct it. Delete zones. There we go. Right. I think we will need a growing zone a bit closer to this thing. So maybe just that. I think that will do there. There we go. We can click on growing and we can select what plant we want. So we can have oak tree, which are quite good because you use wood to build a lot of things. So it's basically in the previous alphas and such, everything was made out of metal, so all you pretty much did was mine out the entire earth until you A, got bored, B, got attacked and destroyed, okay? So that was the sort of binary combination of the thing. Let me just expand that stockpile there. Oh, I mean, it's not... I thought it would actually expand on that one. Hang on a second. Can we not expand that stockpile like that? Yeah, we can. Yeah, it expands it. Cool. Right, so... yeah, you would pretty much mine out the entire earth just to get stuff sorted, and a bit of a problem because obviously you didn't really want to do that. But this, you have now a renewable resource because... did I just change that? Is that growing yet? You had a renewable resource because you can change the... or you can grow trees. All these trees here, these oak trees, will grow back, so you will be able to chop them down, but obviously make sure you've got little... baby ones there, look, little oak tree, little seedling, and then that pops up to a little oak tree, and then once it gets fully, you know, for proper size, you can knock it down. Excellent. And then obviously you can use the wood to make all sorts of things. Anyway, I've just put it on to max speed. As you can see, it's dark because, well, the sun or suns have gone out. And now next morn, they're going to get up and they're going to do whatever. They're probably going to start planting crops, as you can see. Yeah, they're planting crops. Lovely, lovely. And we need to get rid of that one, which they've done. Looks like you can knock down a cactus for wood as well. Didn't know that. Anyway, that guy's Jensen's gonna keep running back and forward to pick up these supplies. These are packaged survival meals, which is something that's quite good. Anyway, we need to build a room, as you can see there, it's saying build a room. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to first go to create no roof region. I'm going to set all of that, actually all of that, to no roof region. Because what I want is I want to have a nice wood wall all the way around this thing, okay? So we'll have it along there, and we'll have the door in the center, if there is a center. I think that's about the center, probably not exactly, but it doesn't really matter. But we'll have the wall all the way around, and then I want to put some doors on it. Now, if I did this normally without setting up, I can't find this, yeah, it's in that same tab, idiot. There we go. If I did that without putting that no roof region over it, this, you know, no roof region, it would actually build a roof over that, as you would expect, because that's what it does as standard. Soon as there's walls all the way around and doors, it builds a roof over it, and that's, you know, because it keeps the rain out, and that's how the game works, right? But you don't always want a roof on it, and I certainly don't want a roof over this stockpile, because the way you actually sell stuff to traders is you need to have these beacons. If I can find the thing, it's in, there we go, orbital trade beacon, okay? So I can place, that's a shame, look at it, it's just outside the actual size of it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it there, and I might move this in a little bit. Yeah, so you need to actually, just deconstruct these ones here, cancel them ones, there we go. Yes, you need to make sure that you don't have a roof on it, because if you do, then that beacon won't work, because it needs to be outside, okay? Obviously that's a blue panel there of the beacon, but once it's built out of metal, which I don't know why I've built it now, just for showing you really. As soon as anything's in that range there, that can be sold. So anything in this stockpile can be sold to the traders. Originally it was sort of just, you didn't need to do that, you just needed at least one beacon. Then it was changed in Alpha 1, or one of the alphas anyway, so that you need to mess around with sort of these like pads, and then that was removed because it was a bit tedious. So yeah, all sorted really. So we need to have that outside, and the no roof region means that it's not automatically going to put a roof over your head, which would be quite bad in this case anyway. So we're just going to go chop wood as well. We need to chop some wood down. We need to chop some of these trees down here. There we go. Chop wood, chop wood, chop wood. All of these trees, because we are out of wood resource. As I said, this is a renewable resource, so it's not too much of a problem. There we go. As you can see, they're finishing this off. And the reason I want to put this around now is because I don't want any squirrels getting in and eating all of my stuff. Oh, here we go. Perfect. A group from Town at the Crag are visiting the colony. And that is, again, something new since the last time I played this, or last time I featured it on the channel. What you have, if we just go to overview, and then our factions are different factions in the game. Now, as you can see, we've got several towns here. So we've got Town at the Crag, which is an Outlander town. As you can see, I've got my reputation, which is my goodwill. It's called goodwill, reputation, whatever you would like to call it. It is currently 23, which is good. We can click on the eye, and it it tells you about it. So, small community of survivors, lived here for decades, all of that sort of thing. We also have the Blue Valley People tribe, which are -15. Okay, so they're not necessarily at war, but I don't think they're going to be a great help. As you can see, that says hostile. So they don't really like me, but I don't think they're going to come and start shelling me or bring loads of tanks with them. And then we've got the other ones here as well. So we've got the Jackal Men Pirate Band, and we've got the Stabbers of Victory Pirate Band as well, which are completely hostile. So if they turn up, then it's going to kick off. But these guys are, as you can see, totally peaceful. They're just going to come and visit. So that guy's got a duster. We can, if we wanted to, arrest them, but then obviously that would kick off, and then probably reduce, well, it definitely would reduce our relations with that. In fact, you'd probably go to 0 or something like that. So it's not something we really want to do. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go to our orders tab and go to mine, and I want to mine out a big section of this here. So I mine it out. It will not mine, so we can go inside there. Then we're going to start ripping out all of this so we can start creating a nice area to put our geothermal system in. A group of town crabs are visiting the colony. Oh, they're visiting again. There you go, look, they're all visiting. Oh, very nice. What are they doing? They're actually eating my food. Aye! Aye! Come! No! Stop him! Stop! Come. What a... You cheeky bastards! Cheeky, yeah, you see the speech bubbles? You know what they're saying? Huh, we nicked the food. Did you see that? I had the last beans. Yeah, mine had sausages in as well. Cheeky gits. Can't believe that. They come and just ate my rations. Well, thanks very much for that, because I haven't got any now. That's great, yeah. A local squirrel has gone mad and will attack anybody it sees, okay. Well, guess what? There's some now... We've still got some of these neutrals outside. Hopefully, they'll be attacked. And if not... Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, they actually attacked him. The squirrel... They attacked the squirrel. Not bad. Anyway, as you can see, they're just wandering around. I will not do anything with that. A group... Oh, yeah, they're visiting the colony again. We've got loads of visitors. Loads of visitors are turning up. I mean... Oh, who've we got? Dog, Viper, and Redfields. Oh, very nice. Anyway... Almost done over here. As you can see, we've got a lot of metal and such. Once that's mined up, we need to actually think about food, because at the moment we've got none, basically. We've got no food because it's been 8. Actually, do we still have any over here? No, we do not. So we've got no food. We do have this here, so we can eat raw potatoes if we want, but we don't want to do that, do we? So we're going to make we're going to get a wood wall, and we're going to create a bit of a butcher's shop over here, I think, like that. And I will open up the... Actually, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. There we go. And we'll cancel them bits there. And then we'll put a door in, I think, there. There we go. And then I will go to our orders and then mine. And then probably dig out them bits there and make it, you know, proper... a nice size. Right, I'll have it there as well because that's annoying me. And then we'll go back to structure, put a wooden door over the thing there. And once that's done, I will also go to our... Actually, we'll put a geothermal power plant there. And I think what we'll do, we'll actually make this our battery area. We'll make this a battery area because it makes a little bit more sense, doesn't it, having a battery area there. We'll run the power cable right up to that. There we go. And then we'll need to place a butcher shop somewhere. So I'm going to place it, I think, right here. Right next to this place. So we'll do that. There we go. And then we'll have an entrance in there. There we are. And then what I will also do, we'll put a wooden door there and a wooden door right across it there. So we can have access to both sides. Right, there we go. Obviously, we need to then power that up with a power conduit, which I will run. Oh, we need to call this place. So everyone knows that you don't want to stay on this rock for long. But as Cal suggested, you have to give the colony a name anyway. So we're going to call it... I was thinking generic colony, but we've used that a lot. But it does still work. Generic, not Firefly town. It's not like Firefly at all. There we go. Okay, so it's generic, not Firefly town. Because obviously this game has no resemblance to the TV show Firefly. Right, let's make sure that they are building all of these, which they are. There we go. What I want them to do is finish off building this first, which they can do because we've got a lot of materials now. As you can see on the top left, we've got 526. What's this? One of the moons is gone behind the sun, so an eclipse has begun. Not good at all. But that's not a massive problem, to be honest with you. But you know, whatever. Right. So that's now gone behind there, so it's gone all dark. We do have a geothermal power plant though, so we don't really worry about that. That should have powered all that up. Is that powered up? This area is not powered up. What I need to do is go to my power conduit and run a power conduit along to there, and that'll power this room up here. This blue line represents all of the power, if you didn't know. Then I'm going to go to orders and then to my haul things. I'm going to tell them to haul all them rocks and then cut all the plants inside there. In fact, what I'll probably do is cut all of the plants, and then I need to probably put in a butcher's table and a cooking stove. Now what that does, well, it's pretty much what it says on the tin, right? I don't actually have enough wood for that, but that's okay because I can just set up some more orders of chopped wood and chop all of the wood that's around there. There we go. So what that will do, that will actually, oh, there we go, just making all of that. Job done. What that'll do, that'll allow us to set up some, basically like the kitchen stove obviously allows us to set up a, is it kitchen stove or cook stove? Cook stove, yes. It allows us to make meals, as you would expect, right? That's the whole point in it. So we can take our potatoes, there you go, we've got potatoes there, and make meals. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to set up a bill. Now a bill is basically a work order or a job or whatever, so we'll add a bill and we'll say cook simple meal. We could also say fine meal, but yeah, we don't have anyone that's cooking 7, so we can't do that. So we will say the recipe cook fine meal requires a skill. No, it requires a skill below. None of your colonists have these skills, so nobody will do it here. So we don't actually have any cooking at that level fine meal. So we're gonna have to cook a simple meal, and we configure it. Well, just you know, configure it. So we need to set up what we're going to make meals of. So we can say what the repeat is. So we can say this is how many times you can do it. I'm going to put it on infinite, right? So I'll just set it to, hang on, I'll just set it to infinite there. So it's basically going to make these meals forever, okay? And I can change what we're going to use to do it. So we can say we want buffalo meat, squirrel meat, boom rat meat, and human meat. You can be cannibals, which isn't a great thing, obviously. And we can also put the vegetarian option in, put, you know, potatoes, berries, and all of that sort of thing. So we're going to just click OK on all that and set it going. So again, someone will probably be good at cooking. If we just go to overview, do we have anyone at cooking? We should have cooking. We've got the miner. He's got 3 of. They've all got 3. They've all got 3 of, out of all the skills, they've all got 3. So I'm going to put our oaf on, actually no, we're going to have our miner on cooking, I think. Yeah, I think that's important. So anyway, we'll let them go ahead and do that. We're actually going to unforbid that squirrel meat, and then what I'm going to do is go to zone and then stockpile and put a stockpile at the back. And you're probably thinking, well, what's that for? Well, what that is, that's going to be our meat stockpile, okay? So we're going to say resources, and we want raw resources, or foods, and then raw, and then all of the raw meat apart from human. Obviously, we don't want human meat. And that's going to bring this meat to that area there, and I'm going to set it to preferred priority, which is 1 higher than this priority. So it'll be, all the meat will be brought to there as standard, okay? And then we can butcher the squirrel and actually make a meal once they put the butcher's table in, you understand, because that's still waiting to be done. We actually need some wood, so we'll wait until that's done. Oh, there we go. It's actually been done now. Perfect. What I need to do is actually go to our furniture, standing lamp. We're going to put a standing lamp inside so we can actually see what's happening there. This is going to have the same. We don't need anyone there just yet, because I do need to, that's a temporary building. I'm going to demolish it in a moment. But what I want to do is actually go to security and improvised turret and put an improvised turret there, I think. There we go. No, that squirrel is over there dead. I want it brought to there. It's preferred. Yeah, should be brought over there. They'll probably go and pick it up in a second. In fact, I will prioritise that meat. No empty place configured to store it. Let's check this out. So, it won't be... Oh, it'll be under corpses, won't it? That's right. It'll be now corpses, so I want animal corpses. We don't mechanise corpses. That's right, yes. Sorry, the resources is when you chop up meat, you will get that meat. So, there we go. Humanoid corpses, we don't want any corpses at all. But we do want animal corpses. That's fine. So that squirrel should be taken. Yep, there we go. He's going to pick the squirrel up, move over there, and put it there. And then what will happen, if I just put it at normal speed, eventually, is that someone's going to come along and butcher the squirrel and make a meal out of it. As you can see, we've got simple meals now, so that's what they are doing. What I am going to do is actually leave it there. I think we've got quite far in just for one episode. So we've set up the colony. And we have got some power, geothermal power plant, we've got batteries, we've got nice wooden walls, we've got a butcher's, we call it a butcher's stroke cooking area, and that'll allow us to, you know, sort the meat out. In fact, I think he's going to do that now. No. Do I want to do that? No, I think we'll be alright. Oh, we haven't had a bill. We'll have to add a bill to the butcher shop, obviously. Butcher creature, unlimited. There we go. And obviously, it's only set up to do animal corpses, so he should... go and do that. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to say you. Can you butcher that? Are they going to do that? I don't know. I don't know. Depends whoever is actually set up to do it. So a quick overview. We've got our Jensen, our miner. So he's currently eating away, but he's probably going to come in. Is he going to make that meal? Yeah, he's going to make a meal. I want you to cook the squirrel. Prioritize butchering. There we go. So he's going to pick up the squirrel and he's going to hack it to pieces. As you see, there's blood popping all over the place there. And then that will turn into some meat. Just generic meat. There you go. And we've got 7 units of squirrel meat. And then we will actually turn... Oh, and Kel comes along to clean things up. Has Kel got nothing else to do? Might as well put them to hunting. Yeah. Hunting, constructing... Might as well pretty much be on everything that they can. There we go. Right, I think we'll leave it there. We've got a nice supply of food. We've got crops there which we can turn into food. We've got lots of muffalos that are up there, a couple of boom rats and such we can hunt for food. Oh, there's some random rations. We'll might as well unforbid them. And we've also got a nice defensive turret over there, which I'm actually going to turn off because we don't want to drain our power. Actually, I don't really care. We've got so much power coming from this, we might as well keep it on. So there we go. Next episode, we will just keep expanding, I guess. Keep expanding. Obviously, we need trading capacity, we need research. There's loads more things we can do, and that we will do. Thank you very much for watching, and generic partings.